So in our code implementation of solving our data privacy regulations that you followed along in that GitHub repo, didn't see the repo, it's okay, there's a link in this video as well. We're using Node.js. And what we've done is we deployed a Node.js app as a Lambda function. We're using Couchbase Capella, which is a document database as a service provided by Couchbase. So we don't need to deploy a database anywhere on-prem or in the cloud, it's all managed for us. And our application uses that Lambda function to sanitize the data. Now, how does our application know when data comes in? Well, that's when we use Amazon SQS, Simple Queue Service. And that queue service will, every time a new data need arises, every time a new transaction comes through and data is entered our system, it queues the Lambda function, it processes it, sanitizes the data, and then it sends it along its way, now that it's sanitized, right to our Couchbase Capella cluster. And it saves the sanitized data, and we don't need to worry anymore that we're saving data in a permanent data store that we shouldn't be saving. Does that seem too simple to you? Does that seem too basic? Well, that's because it is. Sometimes the thing you are building doesn't need to be that complicated. So follow along in the link, if you didn't see it from the last video, to that GitHub repo. See the implementation with a step-by-step README of how you too can also deploy a Docker container containing the code, the Lambda function that you have built, how you can run that Lambda function using Amazon SQS as the queuing service, and how that will eventually, using the Couchbase Node.js SDK, send that to your Couchbase Capella cluster to save that data that then you can use for future user interaction in whatever you're building. Maybe it's an e-commerce platform. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. You know because you are building it. But follow along in that example to get everything that you need. Thanks for following along, and see you in the next series of how to make your life easier as a modern web developer. See you soon.